Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome you to a smorgasbord of Borg of fuckery. Not the fuckery you're used to, but a different type of fuckery, which we refer to, which is commonly called the Prime Podcast. I am your host, Coast. That is your other host, Fats. Say hello, Mr. Fats.
Peace.
That beat sounds like an opium den soundtrack of sorts.
Who made that?
That's a diabolic beat.
Oh.
He sent me a whole grip of beats a few years ago. Remember when we were filming this thing and we were in the movie theater?
Right.
Like it was like 2018. He sent me
weren't we supposed to record something on one of those beats?
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
said,
He reclaimed that beat for his album.
Oh, because I said I was gonna come out of retirement and smoke both of y'all, but it never happened. You know?
Hey man, I bet you could. I don't know. Maybe if you come out of retirement. I gotta fucking cut this phone off away from this. It's making noises and shit.
Yeah, I had volunteered my services to come out of retirement and decapitate you both. And then I had even invited my partner, so it would be like a commemorative, like a circle reunion type of thing.
Oh,
because the funniest part is that
sure.
Because Slim still rhymes, he still does music, and he has a movement going, and people. It's funny, like people think that like there's some kind of like problem or beef. Like this guy, like this is one of my closest friends in the world from like before rap, before music. You know what I'm saying? Like
when you was just a little Fats.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like we speak every day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Does he call you a bit every day?
No. We reserved that for you two. You know what I'm saying? That's
so you guys,
Sean.
You just talk and you guys are like, well, how was your day today? It was very nice.
Absolutely.
Thank you. How about yours? Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I like that. But I think if you wanted to come out of retirement, I could send a couple of the fucking beats at you.
Yeah, well.
See what you got. But you have to do it, Yeah. I know Slim will get it done. I don't know about you.
Yeah, of course he would. He's his darts are sharp, man. His blade, he's always working on his blade. You know what I'm saying?
That's what happens when you don't quit rapping for 5 years.
Yeah, well, it happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that I became, responsible. You know what I mean? My fault.
Responsible. That's what we're gonna call it.
I'm just saying, life.
That's right.
Listen, when did Old Head drop?
2018.
Okay. We're about to be in 2021.
Whoa, mathematician.
And yeah, so.
And what is the point you're trying to make?
I'm saying that you have a studio in your home.
Oh, yes, but I have zero desire to rap. Why
is that?
Being upfront. I just don't feel like it. I don't know. I wrote probably 2 albums worth of shit in that time. I have, Sean sent me a folder of beats. I wrote to every single one of them. I just never recorded them. I don't know. I just feel differently.
Even your mother offered to ghostwrite for you.
Yeah, that's right. She was going to spit that hot fire.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe, this could go either way. Maybe we'll do something different in life, and I just might, go back to being a rapper. I don't know.
Right.
But for right now, I'm just going to try to... I think my wife is literally behind the next wall yelling at my son while I'm doing a fucking podcast.
Isn't that lovely?
I just don't understand. I tell people I have to come in here and do this, and then I get...
You just want them to be quiet. That's what it is. You
want them to be quiet. Basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And when I'm down here doing the podcast, all of a sudden that's when they need stuff from down here.
Right. What is that called?
What do you mean?
Like it's like a magnet. Yeah, I was going to see you by myself, and then I was going to Starbucks.
Right.
Now
here's the thing. I don't understand. I spoke with your wife this morning, and I don't understand. What is it that she likes from this? She just gets like latte. She doesn't drink coffee, right?
Well, she drinks those the latte drinks. They have espresso in them, whether she knows she's drinking coffee or not.
Right, absolutely. But she just doesn't drink straight up
Not straight.
coffee.
No, straight. She does at home sometimes. She'll drink coffee with the what is that stuff called? Coffee mate. The flavors and shit. I'll
Right.
get like, caramel macchiato or whatever. She'll drink that, but no, as a rule, I've never seen her go to Starbucks and order a cup of coffee straight. Like,
Yeah,
that's
because
what I do.
we were discussing the difference between Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. And to me personally, I think Starbucks coffee is horrible. I don't like it.
It depends. It depends on what. I mean, it's very coffee. You know what I mean? Like Dunkin' Donuts coffee is a milder kind of coffee than Starbucks.
Yeah, but they have dark roast coffee in Dunkin' Donuts as well.
They do, but if you go into Dunkin' Donuts and ask for a coffee,
Yeah, it's a
they're just
medium
giving
roast.
you
It's a medium roast.
right.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah,
tasty. It has a beautiful Dunkin' Donuts coffee has a good flavor. And you know whose coffee is actually good as well? And and people might dispute me, but I drink coffee every day. 7-Eleven's house blend is
I
very
just
good.
had some. Yep,
Their house blend is good.
100%.
Yeah.
It's
It's
delicious.
delicious. You know?
It really is. I like that better than Starbucks
Yes.
and better than Dunkin'. Also,
And it's cheaper. Absolutely, and it's cheaper.
I mean, I mean, I could count on one hand how many times I've ordered a cup of coffee
Mhm.
and it came the way I liked it, like the way I would make it.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I like a specific amount of creamer
Mhm.
and I like it to be a certain color because that reflects the taste. Like, if it's too dark, it's like bitter.
Right.
It has to be the way I like it.
Mhm.
And when I go to 7-Eleven, I got the magic hand. Just bloop. I could put a little
Well,
creamer in there.
what do you use? Half and half?
I use half and half. That's it.
Hey, listen.
That's
You want
it.
to know what the real crack was? You remember Ann Claire's, right? In the
Of
Bronx?
course, they had the banging this fucking coffee in the Bronx, bro.
Right. And shout out to Ann Claire's. Shout out to Ann Claire. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to Sharon. You know what I'm saying? They always show me love when I go there. Shout out.
Are they still there?
Yes, they are, sir.
I drove past that. I mean, are they open?
Yes, they are. They just close early. They make all their money from 5 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the evening, and then they close. You know?
Hmm.
Now,
I gotta go to the Bronx tomorrow.
so here's the thing.
Yeah.
They skip the half and half and go straight to heavy cream.
Yeah.
They
That
put
that
heavy
is
cream in the
good.
coffee. They like a splash of heavy cream in the coffee. I never knew. I never knew, but it tastes wonderful. That is like it's like a ray of sunshine in your coffee. Let me tell you.
It really is delicious, man. I used to go there every fucking day. I would
Mhm.
go to Aunt Claire's. You remember?
Yo, they have one of the most bangingest breakfast like they're not. I don't really like their platters, like the breakfast. Like if you're gonna have like eggs and potatoes and meat and everything. I'm not really good with their platters, but their sandwiches, oh man, to die for.
The bread is fucking ridiculous. That's why.
That's what it is. The sandwiches are to die for. So
And what was it? Is Jimbo still there by West Farms?
yes, it is, sir.
Yeah.
But
Do
it's
you
nothing
go to
like what
Jimbo?
it's nothing like what you remember.
Why?
They, you ever notice that when slowly but surely certain establishments they charge you more and give you less?
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Jimbo's is definitely a product of that.
Yeah, that's sad because Jimbo's was good.
Now, listen, I tell you like this: Manhattan in the Bronx. If you frequent Manhattan in the Bronx, you know the textbook definition of a greasy spoon with Jimbo's, the chain of hamburger joints. That is Jimbo's.
You have to really be in the Bronx to know about Jimbo's, though.
Manhattan too, Upper Manhattan as well. All over
Yeah,
Harlem and Upper Manhattan, they got Jimbo's everywhere. In fact,
they
Jimbo
don't have them
started.
everywhere. They have
Jimbo
them
started
next
on
door to every bus depot.
right. Jimbo started on 125th Street. So, but I'm just telling you, if you want to know the textbook definition of a greasy spoon where everything tastes like hamburger, I'm telling you.
You remember when they first opened? We walked over there. I remember. I'll never forget this shit for the rest of my life.
hmm
You ordered a burger supreme or whatever cheeseburger deluxe with a fucking egg on it, and that was
Right,
the first time I ever saw anybody put an egg on a
right,
cheeseburger.
right.
I was like, this motherfucker's just not happy with the arteries being clogged the way they are now.
No, you gotta have the you gotta have the bacon, egg, and cheese. I mean, the bacon cheeseburger with the fried onion and the fried egg. That
Oh
is
my
like
God.
that is the primo, the best. You know what I'm
That's like
saying? That is
3
the fat
days
boy
worth of
special.
calories.
Yeah, that's the fat boy special. If you're gonna do it, all the way do it. Don't half-ass do it. All the way do
I
it.
agree. I
You know what
like
I
that sentiment. If you're gonna do it, do it. That's the way obviously I've been living my life, as many of you could see, as reflected on the camera. Thank you. Thank you.
mean?
I fucking
I my wife was duped for a
ooh,
long time. I don't know if you realize, but a half a gallon of orange juice is no longer 64 ounces. It's in the same
no.
shaped container, but it's now 59 ounces. They've robbed
Mm.
5 ounces out of the container. A 16-ounce carton of orange juice is no longer 16 ounces, it's 14 ounces. They put it in the same shaped container, but if you do not read what it contains, you will think that you're still drinking this amount of juice, and they have taken that amount of juice out.
I mean, you could put that juice in another container, and then you could just sell more
Right,
juice for
but
the
this one,
same price.
that's what I'm saying. But we're paying the same price for this juice, and it's not the same amount of juice.
Yo,
How do you feel about
hold on a second. Hold on a second. I don't like that, but we're gonna call my wife live on the podcast,
that? What
and I'm
happened?
gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Hold on. Watch. She picks up.
She has no time for you right now.
No, she's yelling at my son. Oh, maybe she's not gonna pick up.
I told you she has no time for you right now.
Your call.
Wow.
Whoa, you
Wow.
have been sent to voicemail, my friend. She's ignored you. So
She didn't send me right to voicemail.
no, she didn't. She let you. She didn't hurt your feelings straight out, but she did ignore you.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have any kind of feelings at all. I don't think left. So
Why is
it's
that?
fine.
Why is that?
What it was a feeling for, you know? What do I do with those?
So, are you
The feel.
excited, sir,
Am I excited about what?
about your endeavor tomorrow?
I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm a little indifferent about it because being home, I got to really spend time with my daughter,
Right.
and that is gonna be different. She's gonna go to there's this like daycare, like down by Southern State over there on Dogwood. I don't know if you ever been on Dogwood. It
Mm,
runs like Nassau Boulevard, but the other way.
okay.
And there's like a like a daycare over there, and
Okay.
she's gonna go there. And they told us they're gonna teach her to speak French because the woman is Haitian, and so I'm like, that's what's up. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
Maybe they'll be eating roti and shit like that. That's Haitian, right? The fuck?
how much is that setting you back?
Oh, like 1,000. You know,
Wow.
that's all.
Yeah,
That's
childcare is
it.
expensive, man. People don't understand. This is the reason why the New York City school system is under so much pressure to allow the kids back, especially because the plan that they're trying to roll out is for all the smaller kids to come back first. Is
Oh,
because
hold on. My wife's calling. Let's get her take on this.
Mhm.
Hello, Danielle. You're live on the podcast. Say hello.
Hi.
What on earth are you screaming about up there?
Well, I'm trying to give the baby a bath.
Oh, yeah. I usually yell when I do that too. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything is fine. And I came down the stairs with the baby in my arms, and Phil was just sitting there, and I had to move him instead of him getting up and moving himself.
All right. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. I'll let you go now. Thank you.
All right, goodbye.
Bye. Oh, all right. Oh, that seems like something that could have been talked about in about 5 seconds and not 10 minutes. But
Listen,
I don't know. Yeah,
what you need to do is you need to
is get a studio apartment
right.
and live there myself.
Well, you
No, maybe just do the podcast from there.
know, yeah. Well, uh, as I was saying, the school system, because I'm not even going down that slippery slope there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The school system, they're trying to bring all of these young kids, the little kids, back because parents with the childcare, and childcare is very, very expensive.
Let me ask you, what do they do at the job? Like nobody's ran into this shit where they're like, dude, I can't come to work. I got nobody to watch my fucking kids.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
I thought maybe somebody would have had this problem, or if
It could
everybody's.
be, but then again, that would have to make me someone who likes to be in other people's business, and that's not me. You know.
Yeah, no, I don't know if they if they have a solution for it because there's a lot of people that work there.
Oh, without a doubt. And the funniest part is, you know, as I said, it's very expensive. And what do you do when you and your significant other works? See, I have the luxury of two things. She works in the day, I work in the night, and well, in the afternoon. Also, my wife's been working remote this whole entire school year. So when my son has to go to school, I take him in the morning and she picks him up in the afternoon because she's home. You know?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's good. I think I'm going back to my regular schedule. I don't know. They could fucking be like, nah, we need you on a sweep at KB,
Yeah,
because they could do that right
yeah,
now if they want.
they could. But I mean,
So,
we're at the end of the year, man. It wouldn't be for a long time. But I doubt that they will do that to you. Probably
I
just send
don't
you
know.
back to where you were. You know?
Ah, I hope so. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. Well.
I don't care either, particularly.
Well,
I don't give a
listen.
fuck.
Listen. It's all about being gainfully employed right now. I don't
That's
know
what
if
I
you.
was thinking.
I don't know if you've been. Not saying that you're anywhere close to that, but what we talked about in the last podcast. I don't know if you've seen some of these food lines out there. These food lines are like crazy, man. It's like it does give you a glimpse into a Great Depression. You know what I'm saying?
Food lines. I just going into. I went to 100th Street Friday,
Right,
and I had to go because I had to go to my doctor that's right behind there,
right,
and I tried to walk out. You know where the fuel line is
right. On the
in the
back
back.
on
I
Park
tried to
Avenue.
walk out the back door, and
Right.
you come flying down those stairs, and then you hit that how they got the little button on the door that
Yeah.
like it's like a long bar.
Right.
I hit that shit and just crashed into it, and I heard a motherfucker on the other side like, "Yo." I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Then I go outside and look. It's like a family of motherfuckers living in the doorway.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. There was like fucking 3 people huddled up in there.
Wow.
And it's fucking. Then I'm walking down behind there, behind Park Avenue. There's bums and shit everywhere, bro. The city's different, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Since I haven't been there I've been in the city, but not by my job in like shit, almost a year.
Now,
And
I don't know everything about everything, right?
no,
But wouldn't this whole like COVID thing, wouldn't you think that it would be attacking the homeless community with a vengeance?
you would say so, right?
Like I'm just, like people that are always out and about in the elements. Wouldn't you think that it would be running rampant within the homeless community?
It should be.
I
Well,
don't know
I
if it's
mean,
I don't know if it's covered up by the media. I don't know if it's like no hype
covered
to
what?
it.
I mean,
I,
nobody really. They're not going to report that. I mean, for homeless people are like the forgotten people. Like people don't, sad, but let me ask you this question: like, you work in a big place.
yes, I
Was
do.
there like a giant amount of fucking cases in the depot? How many guys do you know that came down with it?
No, in the beginning, it was a few people upstairs, a few operators upstairs.
Yeah,
Um, I didn't, s- I didn't hear of many maintenance guys, but
right.
like the operators, it was running through the operators. In
You
fact,
think
a
that's
couple of
from being
yeah, it's being exposed to the public. But that's what people don't understand. Like you know, you're like dealing with the general public. You're dealing with like people you don't know and all of this other stuff, and it's just random people you're dealing with sitting in that seat. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah?
remember, before all of this, like now there's barriers up, like double pane glass barriers up in front of the operators now. Before all of this happened, there were no barriers up. They were putting up um like shower curtains, like clear
They still
shower
have 'em.
curtains. You
I
know what I
see
mean?
some of the buses I seen the other day had them shits
Yeah,
like
but that's
plastic
what I'm
curtain.
saying. They're like retrofitting them now and putting up double pane plexiglass. But that's the thing is, in the beginning there was no real protection. You know what I'm saying? And these guys were like really up close and personal with the elements. You know,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here in front like I ain't concerned about, going out there
Well, of
and
course.
being around and shit, but
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, man, from what I gather, this is just my opinion. In my opinion, we've been living with this for like, and obviously because I've been going to work way longer than you in this pandemic. If you maintain your distance, if you make sure that your hands are always washed, if you make sure you always have your mask on and everything else, it's like you're basically really, really protecting yourself. Like you can't be like touching things with your hands and then touching your face. You know, obviously, you have to train yourself into not doing that and just maintain your distance, wash your hands, make sure you got your mask on, and you know, and
they got
obviously,
masks in the storeroom.
no, I don't think so. Well, do you get a mask from the foreman? The supervisors give them out
Oh,
every
they
day.
got them.
Yeah,
Oh, you could.
N95s. They give an N95. You get an N95 every day.
I got one of those the other day.
That's what I'm saying.
As
You
soon
get
as I walked in, Goldman
yeah,
handed me one of them shits. He's like, "Put this on."
yeah,
Like, all right,
yeah. You get an N95 every day. That's
yeah.
one thing they have been good with. They have been supplying the workforce with masks. You know,
Hmm.
so that I cannot tell a lie, and I appreciate that. They now even have this thing where they have like boxes of masks in the buses for people that don't have masks. You know, but like masks are like second nature now. Like like when the when the street vendors with the tables that like sell all the trinkets and the oils and stuff, now they're selling masks. You know, it's like a second nature thing, man. You know,
Eh, I don't like wearing the mask. I know you're supposed to. I can't fucking breathe, dude. When I went into my doctor.
hmm
I had the N95 on, and I'm walking in there, and the woman at the door, they check your temperature, and she's like, "I see you have the N95, but you also need to put this surgical mask over it." I'm like, "Huh? Isn't this like the best joint you could have?
right?
Like you want me to put a fucking the surgical mask like the
Yeah,
shit you had on today?
right.
Like, what the fuck does that do?
I
Really?
don't know. Makes you
Like you
it
just trying
smothers
to
you. It smothers you so that you can't breathe. That's what it does.
Dude, I can't fucking breathe. I'm sitting there and, I'm walking, I walk blocks and then I'm walking. By the time I get there, I'm already huffing, puffing and shit. And then I put this on.
Right. You got
Fuck
all kind of moisture under your tits and everything else like that.
my tits, my fucking face. I pulled that shit off. My face was sweating. My nose gets like fucking all pimply looking. Like,
So
yo, what the
now,
fuck?
here comes the $1,000,000 question.
Okay.
Are you for or are you an anti-vaxxer?
And what do you mean? Am I for or anti? I ain't taking that shit. I mean, listen, if I just feel like the shit was like I won't say rushed, like how much time could they have spent knowing what's going to happen to people that receive this fucking thing? You know what I mean?
Right?
I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I believe people should do whatever the fuck they want. I'm sure there's a line of people that want that shit.
Right.
But as for me, shit is going to have to get pretty fucking bad where where I would be like, I need that now. Give me that.
You know how I see it? I see it as how everybody's running out to buy the new PS5.
Yeah.
I always wait for at least the second run of a game system. Because the first batch always has all the bugs.
Yeah, they be catching on fire and shit.
Yeah, red rings of death and all kinds of stuff like that. The first batch is always the buggy one. So you have to wait for a while until they remanufacture, and then you grab the ones that they fix the bugs. So I look at the vaccine like that. You know, I gotta watch the first wave of people that get this. And then the thing about it is it's not like it's just one vaccine. There's like three or four different companies. They're coming at it from all sides. And it's not even the same. The one I think it's from Pfizer. They said you gotta store it at like minus 90 degrees.
Minus 90. Was it fucking ice cubes when it goes
Yeah,
in there?
I'm
What the
just
fuck?
saying. They say that's the way they have to keep it stored. And it's a 2 dose. It's like you go and then like 3 weeks later you have to go and get the second dose.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not really willing to participate. What would you do if the job was like, yo, you can't come to the job unless you get
Well,
vaccinated?
to be honest with you, I was telling someone earlier. I think to be honest, I think that when it goes into like mass distribution, I think that it's going to be to the point where if you want to have access to different things to like go to public events and go to restaurants and go do whatever, you're probably going to have to show proof that you've been vaccinated. I think it will get to that point.
How do you feel about that?
You know, the thing about it is like it's a real thing of like I don't want to wake up all the conspiracy theorists and everything else like that, but it's just like I really, really, in my heart of hearts, think that that's something that's going to happen. You know,
I believe it. They're already talking about like for travel and stuff like
right?
that.
I
Like,
don't think that you'll be able to gain access unless
mm, all right,
you can show that you've been vaccinated. You know,
dude, we are living in a fucking movie,
yeah,
like a bad, like
absolutely.
science fiction.
And to be honest with you, I'm 1,000% honest with you. I'm triple convinced that this was a man-made situation, that this was a weaponized thing. I don't think that this was anything like a natural occurrence, this whole COVID thing.
Well, why would they do that? Why would they want to harm all these people? Why? I just don't. Why would they do
I'm
that?
just saying, man. And the thing about it is that on the grand scheme of things, it's like every day that people now here's what's happening to people. The psyche of the average man is we're basically learning to live with this. We're human beings. We adapt and we adjust, you know, and we make the best of every situation that we're put in. But I think that even in the media, that whenever you hear every day, there's always like the panic. Oh, there was this many cases. There were this many cases. There's this many hospitalizations. There's this many this. And they're always throwing these numbers. And it's like a reaffirmation of fear to keep you in check, in line. Like, you know, because at a certain point, human beings are just going to be like, screw it. I don't care. I'm just going to do what I want to do. And I think that they inundate the media with all of this COVID stuff. You know, even when I think about like with the sports and everything else like that, you know, oh, this many players tested positive for COVID, this many, and then all of a sudden they got COVID, they got over COVID, and they're back on the field in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who is that singer? How's he
Jeremiah,
doing?
Jeremiah,
Is he better?
he's out of ICU.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's getting better.
I want to look him up. Jeremiah, is he posted anything? No,
No,
damn, he hasn't posted anything since July. I don't know.
you know, again, you know, I'm not saying that this thing is not real. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is what it seems like to me. It seems like some kind of man-made thing because, like they've been like this. I know you've seen the meme circling around where they say like, you know, there's still no vaccine for cancer. There's still no vaccine for AIDS. They don't even have a vaccine for the common cold. People take flu shots and get the flu every year, right? But
Nobody got the flu last year though.
but yeah, everybody got COVID, you know.
Right.
But in less than a year, we have a vaccine for the COVID-19 virus.
Right.
And did you hear the thing about? Did you hear the thing about? I had, I had always told my wife we use the Listerine Cool Mint,
Yeah.
and no, we don't use the Cool Mint. It's the Ultra Fresh. But anyway, I always told her that Listerine is like it's got the strength of bleach with like a minty taste, you know.
Right.
And they were saying that mouthwash, Listerine mouthwash, has been known to kill COVID on contact after 30 seconds. Like as long as it's on COVID for 30 seconds, it can kill it.
That shit, that the brown Listerine would kill anything. You could dump it over somebody's head and they'll die.
I think you could literally run a car on the brown Listerine. Like seriously,
Probably.
I think the car would run on that. Seriously.
That's how you know a real motherfucker. If they could take the brown Listerine, that's the shit I use, bro. I'd be fucking gurgling that shit. If you can keep that shit in your mouth for a minute, you ain't never having bad breath again.
Listen, you use the original brown Listerine
by choice.
Yeah.
I listen. I didn't come to play. It's all business, baby. I ain't wasting no fucking time.
You know how you can know somebody for a long time and then all of a sudden you have a newfound respect for them. You just garnered another level of respect from me that is like, you know.
I could take it one step further. Sometimes I buy the CVS brand brown Listerine.
Oh my god.
That shit is kerosene, son.
Yo, kid.
I mean, listen.
That's one thing one thing you don't have to ever worry about me saying that I'm tougher when it comes to mouthwash than you, because that brown Listerine, I'm good.
You know where it all came from with the brown Listerine?
Where?
Like I have some shitty teeth. I mean, the ones up front are all right. Oh yeah, I'm beautiful. But like the ones in the back, like as soon as I got dental back many moons ago when I started working here, I went to this dentist and this motherfucker went happy fucking drill day on my fucking teeth, my molars, and then the work was like I hated it. I hated the dentist, so the work was like left. At that time, it was still GHI.
Oh, so you were going to somebody private? I thought you went to. I thought you had the plan with, because we had American Dental, like, and that was like the chop shop of dentistry. You know?
Oh, I did that too. I did that later years, but I would have this work done, and it would be incomplete, and then my teeth would start breaking, and fucking, I'd have cavities. And if you got a real bad cavity,
you would get a root canal and then didn't get the cap put on.
Or I would have like a regular cavity, and then they would put the white filling in it, and be like, "Oh, you got to come back for the." They got to do whatever the fuck they do.
And then you're eating something hard, and then your teeth just shatters and breaks. Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. And then you got a toothache. Now I found that if you want to kill a fucking toothache, if you leave that brown Listerine in your mouth for a minute, it would just dissipate all the fucking pain of the toothache.
Right.
But the blue one would feel like mentally, it would like, that's got that menthol kind of flavor. It feel like your shit was glowing and in pain. So I didn't like that.
Right.
So that's how I got on the brown Listerine.
So you learned how to use like Ambisol and all of that stuff too, right?
I never fuck with that shit. I know what it is, but I don't like that numbing agent shit. Reminded me of doing gum shots of coke, so I didn't do it. You get a little gummy.
Oh my god,
it's bad. Basically the same shit, but it makes your mouth all fucking
right
numbed up like that. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life.
Now, could you see yourself having dentures in the future?
I mean, dentures or like false, like fake teeth, like
that's
veneers.
What I'm saying. No, not veneers.
I'm talking the shit that come out.
I'm talking about like your teeth were like bad, right? And and you what you call it? You had to get dentures. Like they knocked your teeth out and you had to get dentures.
I mean, that sort of dentures is sort of determined by your financial situation. You know what I mean?
Like, what do you mean?
I mean, mostly elderly people that are on a fixed budget and they need dentures, and they go get dentures. Like if I'm older and I'm living on a budget, and I don't have any money, I'll get some dentures. But if you're talking about in the near future, I would go get my fucking teeth done. Like, they put the posts in and then they put the fucking crowns and the beautiful. My father's whole front of his shit is all fake teeth.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What
he got
implants or veneers?
well, I don't know what they called them back then. They were the dental implants. Back when we first moved to Long Island, he told me he went to Nassau Hospital over there. There's a dental clinic in there.
Right.
He said he got like hooked up. He went and got all his teeth done for it was like a good price at the time. I don't recall what it was, but
Right.
it, like all fucking the ones I don't know if they're caps or what the fuck you call them, but all that shit. But yeah, that's the kind of teeth I don't want my teeth to be able to come out like.
Well, they have a set of dentures too that's a little bit more expensive. They they screw posts into your jaw, like they put these anchors into your jaw, and then you click the dentures in so that they don't slide around.
I thought that was old dentures. I don't know.
Nah, you got to put that glue, that poly
Oh
dent,
yeah, polydent.
that Fix-A-Dent, Polygrip, all of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Nah, B. Nah. I'm gonna take a loan out and get the
Then
best teeth you can buy.
you gotta soak that glue off in that jar on the side of your bed at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah. If I can't afford to get new teeth, I will take a fucking loan. I don't care if it's 30 grand, like a fucking car. I will get all new teeth and fucking pay them off. I'm not dealing with that nonsense where I gotta put my teeth in a fucking jar.
Yeah.
And my daughter ran off of my teeth. You know what I'm saying? Because that would 100% happen.
Yo, man, that's crazy. But see, here's the other thing though with that. You got to make sure that they give you some teeth that are comparable to the teeth you had. Because you can't now show up with these like big horse teeth that are like super perfect. You know what I mean?
You gotta get a fucking I should get like a dental impression made now.
Right. And just tell them, listen, put these back in my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just make these for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Just a bit whiter, than they were before, but just put these back in my mouth.
I'm sure that they could. I have pretty nice teeth in the front. I think that there's probably a dude that has been doing this that could do something even more complimentary to my shit. Like not gonna, show him a picture of your shit and then he'll be like, all right, I got you. I'm gonna give you the nice ones. I'm gonna give you the Ferrari teeth.
Yeah, man. But it's so funny. I was talking to Slim about that. Like you see the rappers, like when they when they get their veneers done,
Yeah.
some of them you can tell spent a little bit more than others. You know what I'm saying?
Why they get the nice white, like shiny, bright joints?
Yeah, but they fit the contour of their face, so it doesn't draw attention to their face the way it would if it's like all of a sudden you got these big like chiclets, like set of chiclets in your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess. I would even tell him make him a few shades yellow. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but see, here's another thing. If you had dentures, maybe that would be like an awesome diet plan. Because you really couldn't eat the way you eat now.
I would, if there's a will, there's a way, baby. I would just be eating pudding, fucking White Castle burgers.
Yeah, but I don't think you would be able to enjoy the food without,
I would enjoy the fuck out of it. I would just suck on it until it turned into mush. Just fucking gumming up some steak. I don't care.
Yeah, but how would you gum up steak without teeth?
Keep chomping on it. I'd have to have some little nubbies in there. They taking them all out. What the fuck?
Listen, you can hardly eat even if it's filet mignon, soft filet mignon. You have to have teeth to grind that up. You can't grind up flesh without teeth. Your gums ain't gonna do it.
All right. Then we'll just have to cut it up really.
Or you could just you grill up a perfect steak and then throw that thing in the food processor.
Ugh, that's disgusting. Meat paste.
Why not? You say,
Yuck.
hey, listen, let the food processor chew it up for you, and then put it in your mouth and you swallow it.
Or you could just drink like protein shakes and shit.
Yeah, but that gets old, man. Telling you. If that was
Yeah.
easy, then you could go on a liquid diet right now. Could you see yourself on a liquid diet?
No, absolutely not.
Exactly. So that's why I said having no teeth could be an awesome diet. You could be like an awesome specimen physically after that. You know what I mean?
I maybe I don't. Why you think it's the food that's gonna make you
What? No, it's
like?
the lack of being able to chew.
Yeah, but like I said, you can do a lot of damage with a straw. I'm telling you
Yeah,
right
but
now.
what are you gonna do? What are you just gonna drink ice cream for the rest of your
Just
life?
fucking chocolate shakes, peanut butter banana shake with protein powder. You could eat Jello pudding. You could eat rice pudding.
Yo,
You
you
could
know
eat
what? What
Jello.
the hell is going on with this stuff, man? Yo, when I was on
What
my little
stuff?
protein shake thing, I was like so like it's mystified by this powdered peanut butter. Have you ever tried that?
Yeah, I actually keep some in the house and I put
Yeah,
it in protein shakes when
yeah,
I make them.
yeah. It's like, first of all, here's the thing: if you make protein shakes, like my favorite one was, I would use the Premier protein shake, the
Hmm.
chocolate. I would use
Yep.
that. I would throw some bananas and some peanut butter in it and some ice and make a smoothie. Right.
Mm.
One thing I hate is a warm smoothie. My wife like drinks room temperature smoothies. I don't understand. She's like disgusting. I hate warm smoothies, so I throw ice in every smoothie I make. Make it like,
Isn't that like sort of like an integral part of a smoothie? The ice.
nah, man. My wife just throws like she'll take. You know what my wife feels like a smoothie is like she'll take frozen like fruit, like
Yeah.
frozen strawberries, frozen mango, frozen whatever. She'll throw that in there with all the greenery and whatever like yogurt or something that she puts in the smoothie, and it's just like voila, that's it. And I'm like, well, the heat and the friction of the blade spinning so much is like totally just taking all of the frozenness out of this stuff, and it's like more or less warm now. So you got to put some ice in there, cool that thing down, thicken it up. You know what I'm saying? Make it frothy and thick like a shake, and you do what you got to do.
Yeah, I agree with you. I know what you mean about the warm fucking smoothies too, because
Right.
I've seen it happen.
Mhm.
It's a bad look. It's a bad look.
Now, when I made the peanut butter banana and the chocolate smoothie, I would drink that. But when I was using regular creamy peanut butter, it always stuck to the side of the blender. Always. Like there's not a way for you to ever cream up a smoothie and not have a schmear like a
Mhm,
like a like a like a like a stripping like a shit stain in your drawers. It's always like
mhm.
on the side of this blender, the peanut butter. So now I got turned on to the peanut butter powder, and I was mystified because now you get to taste the peanut butter, but no smear on the side of the blender. How about
The
that?
blender is it's easy to clean though. All you gotta do is put a little
Yeah,
Dawn in there
yeah,
and run that bitch.
yeah. It's cool, man. But
Dump it out.
eh, listen, peanut butter sticks to everything.
That's right. That's why I try to shave my ass crack, because otherwise it's like, I got peanut butter stuck in a shag carpet. You know what I mean? So, you could get pretty messy back there.
And
I
and
keep it
and
clean.
and I don't know how you correlated that with what we were talking about, but okay.
Well, because you said it sticks to everything, but if you got a hairy ass crack and you take a lot of shits, what do you think's gonna happen? We had to talk about shit a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, listen. Do you,
What?
when you're in public, do you keep wet wipes with you when you're in public?
We talked about this
I'm
already,
just
and
asking. Do you?
no, I don't. I don't often. I don't just carry around a wet
You
wipe
should
pack with
keep.
me. I know.
They have like travel packs of these things, man.
What am I gonna do? I gotta take a shit. I'm gonna keep them in my pocket. Like,
You
I
got
mean,
listen. You're walking around with swamp ass now. You know that, right?
yeah. I mean, I also feel like there's different levels of wiping your ass when you're at home and when you're at work. It's two different,
No, it's no. There is no different levels, my man. This
Yeah, there
you got to
is.
get in there with the tissue. But listen, it depends, and especially in public, you're only getting one ply tissue in public, so you know
Yeah.
that there's tissue shards all in your crack. You know what I'm
I
saying?
never, I never, I can honestly say I never like looked directly at my butthole. I have never been able to do that.
You don't see tissue. You don't see that the tissue has been ripped. Depending on what type of a dump you've taken, you don't see that the tissue has been ripped and compromised coming through the crack of your behind.
You got like a 60 grit butthole? Like what the fuck you mean? Your shit is your shit is ripping up paper like that, son?
Yeah, man.
My shit is angel soft. I got a dainty little asshole. That shit is,
Oh my god.
it's not really
Yeah,
ripping the
is
paper.
that the
Like,
statement that you want to stand by?
it's alright, man. It's not like, I don't want to tell you that my butthole is just running through toilet paper, ripping it apart.
But here's my thing. That's why you keep the wipes with you to clean up the mess.
I
That
I've
you're gonna make a mess. I don't care how you slice or dice it. You are smearing and grinding fecal matter into your skin.
Nobody wants to hear about this.
You brought it
Nobody.
up. You brought it up.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. This is why you got to keep wet wipes so that you can clean up the mess that you make trying to clean yourself.
I'd rather just jump in the shower and wash my ass
All
like a
right.
gentleman.
So now, like I said, do you keep wet ones with you when you are out in public? It's all about
No, not a
preparedness. It's all about preparedness and survival, man. You know
Alright,
what I'm
so
saying?
alright, well, you're out in public. Where do you keep your wet wipes? You have them in your pocket?
In my pocket.
Really?
Yes, in my back pocket.
You just roll around. How big is the wet wipe
It's,
pack?
it's
Is it
not.
big?
It's big enough to fit in your back pocket.
How
Listen,
many
if
wet
you can,
wipes?
not a lot, maybe like 10, 15. Just a
Oof,
little bit.
I guess. I don't know, man. I don't got time for that kind of shit,
Listen, man, this is what I'm saying. You the one that's taking these Viking number twos, man. What's going on with you?
I
You gotta
mean,
you listen. You live a more sophisticated life now. You gotta
mm,
live. You gotta treat yourself in the form that you live. You understand what I'm
uh,
saying?
ah, I think I wipe my ass within my my means.
I'm
What
just
do you
saying. You have no sophistication when it comes to this, man. You know what I'm
I do
saying?
all right. I'm not out here
I
using
beg to
fucking
differ.
newspaper.
I beg to differ. If you are out here walking around with swamp ass and you got the peanut butter smear going on, and all it is this friction back and forth and back and forth, you're just grinding fecal matter. You probably still have fecal matter embedded in your skin from 10 years ago.
Is that what happens? Does the shit
Yeah, you're recontaminating your skin cells, my man. You're not taking care of it.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes, go ahead. Shoot.
At any given time, if we gave you the Schmier test, you
Uh-huh.
could pass? You think you could pass?
Listen, I'll do you one better. I don't wear white underwear, but I could wear white underwear.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Why don't
saying?
you wear them then? I don't understand.
I don't wear white underwear. You know what I mean?
You don't
It's
get no
just,
little dickory doos like the little
you
tidy
know why?
whities.
Because it reminds me of being a child. I feel like, it's like my son should be wearing white underwear. You know?
Yeah.
I wore white Fruit of the Loom underwear for my entire childhood, and I will say like deep into my adolescent years. White Fruit of the Loom. Because
We all did. There
my
wasn't
mother,
really too many other options then.
yeah, I knew nothing of like Hanes or BVD or none of that stuff. I knew none of that. All it was in my house was Fruit of the Loom. You know what I'm saying? And it
Yeah,
was
me too.
white. It was no like right now, every wife beater that I own is either black or gray. You
Why
know?
you gotta beat your wife like that though? I don't
No, I'm
understand.
talking about my undershirts. You know?
Uh,
And all of
wife
my
beat.
and all my underwear are either black or gray. But that was
Mm.
not the case when I was a child. So now I equate white underwears and white undershirts with children. You know what I'm saying?
Do they even make white like boxer, not box. What do they call briefs?
Boxer briefs?
Not boxer briefs, but the
White
ones
briefs?
that
Yeah, there's still white briefs. Of course.
I haven't seen them in a store, and I haven't looked for them, but I don't know. I haven't seen them shits in
Exactly, my
forever.
friend. Because we all graduated. See, here was the thing. As an adolescent, I wore briefs for a few as an adolescent, and then I graduated to boxers. That was always the next gradual thing, is you graduated to
Could you
boxers.
imagine being a grown man and wearing
I'm
briefs?
telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
Where do you put your dick and balls?
But here's the thing.
The fuck?
I graduated to boxers, and then I went to boxer briefs. And I'm sure
That shit be cutting up the inside of your leg and shit. Who the fuck could wear that?
Well,
You
listen, would you wear a pair of Speedo swimming trunks?
Hell no.
Why not?
Because I would look like fucking Borat. Why would I do that to myself? The fuck would I wear? I wear a nice pair of trunks, a pair of shorts, little polo joints or something. What?
Yes.
Fuck, I'm gonna wear some fucking Speedos for? I look like an asshole.
But so you're saying that whoever wears Speedos is an a-hole? That's what you're saying?
No, I'm saying I would look like an asshole.
So, but do
and
you respect a man that wears Speedos?
I don't really, measure success by what kind of bathing suit a motherfucker wears. If you
No,
got
I didn't say your success. I said, do you
no,
respect a man and
I
his
meant
manhood? Do you respect a man's manhood if
I
he wears
meant to say I
Speedos?
don't measure my respect on bathing suits. But listen, if you got some physique that entitles you to wear some shit like that, God bless you, man. But me personally, I would look like a fat asshole in some Speedos. So I mean,
do you think that Sean could wear Speedos?
Absolutely not. Worse than me. I have a better body than Sean, and I wouldn't wear them. It's just not for us.
You just have to be real with yourself, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you got to get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
I don't even think Sean wears bathing suits at all because he never fucking goes to the beach or any body of water.
Yeah, we can tell by the pigment in his skin. We can tell that.
The paste.
Yes.
Pastiness.
But here's the thing. Getting back to the whole wet wipe thing, you need to try it, my man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. You think I have 2 kids? One of them's a baby. You don't think I ever wipe my ass with a fucking baby wipe?
About traveling with them, my man.
I've thought about bringing them on the run, but it's a lot of trouble.
We just got rid we had Thanksgiving here. We had a couple of people here for Thanksgiving, right? We did not exceed the 10, but we had a couple of people by. And of course, my wife likes to dress up the house. She likes to entertain, and she likes to leading up to Thanksgiving, she was going to Bed Bath and Beyond. She got these turkey platters. She got these bowls and everything else like that. So anyway, long story short, we had to do a deep cleaning on the house before people came. So we just got rid of the wipes warmer that we had. And that
you had a wipe warmer?
Yeah, that was when my son was a baby. They have when you take the wipes out and you put it in this box, and this box keeps them warm and moist. And those things are even now when the wipe is wet, but it's not wet and cold. It's wet and warm. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure the wipes that you carry around in your back pocket are hot. This motherfucker sitting on them joints all day. Them shits is piping hot.
Yo, for Thanksgiving, what kind of turkey did you have for Thanksgiving?
How many different fucking kinds are there, bro?
Was it baked? Was it fried?
It was the regular one in the oven. You know what I mean? The roast, whatever they bacon.
We don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's
old hat, my man. We don't.
Listen.
Was the bird stuffed? You put stuffing in the bird and cooked it?
Burn cooked, and she made the traditional Italian
Uh-huh.
stuffing, which is like less of a stuffing and more of a like it's like like a fucking rice and sausage. It's delicious. You have to if you've
But
never
was it
had this.
in the bird? That's what I'm saying. Or
I
was it
don't
on the
believe so
Okay.
because maybe I don't know. It was in a bowl when it was on the table,
That's what I
so
mean, but you didn't have to scoop it out of the bird's ass when you
I didn't.
Okay.
She may have, but I carved the turkey. By the time I got to it, there was nothing up its ass till I was
So
finished with it.
so
Yeah,
but why I was asking you that is because two people told me that the Cajun Popeye's Cajun turkey was very, very delicious.
really.
And I have to say this. Have you ever had chicken from Popeye that wasn't delicious?
No, never. I love it.
So if I equate how I feel about the chicken to the turkey, I can only surmise that the turkey is probably delicious.
Do they fry it like the chicken or?
Yeah, what they do is not like the chicken, but they fry it, but they fry it like 3/4 of the way, and then when you buy it, you take it home and you finish it in your oven.
Mm,
So
hmm.
it's like your turkey only takes about 20 minutes,
It's a whole turkey.
a whole turkey.
Like how big could you get it?
I don't know. It's like the size of a turkey though.
The turkey we had was like big joint,
It was a big 20 pounder.
probably 15, 20 pounds.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know how to look at a turkey and judge how much it weighs.
Hey, I did a barbecue turkey out on the grill.
You barbecued a turkey?
Yes.
Did you spatchcock it?
Yes, I did.
You look like the kind of guy that would spatchcock a turkey.
Yes, I basically cut out the backbone.
Mm.
I broke its breastplate, and I took it out to the grill. And I did some. We did some. Uh, I did 4 racks of lamb for Thanksgiving.
Mm. See, I like that.
So
I'm a big fan of the rack of lamb.
yeah, I did 4 racks, and they were delicious. You know,
Racks on racks on
yeah,
racks.
racks on rack. Rack of lamb is not for the faint of heart.
I
For
know.
like 6 little pieces, that thing's like $30. You know what I'm saying?
$30. Shit. I dropped 80 beans on some fucking lamb the other week.
Yeah, but how
About a
many
month
racks?
ago.
How many racks?
It was I forget how you call the way he cut it. There's a name for it. There were like 2 at a time,
Hmm.
and it was like enough for 4 people. So it was like 8
Hmm.
like eight twos. How do you call it when they cut it in twos? There's a word, I can't remember.
What, double cut? I don't know.
I don't fucking know. It's a fancy
Yeah,
word that I
okay.
don't recall.
Yeah,
But
but
it was
if it was 2 double cut like that, because a rack comes with like 6, and you
yeah.
said it was enough for 4 people.
It was just it was me, Danielle, and her mother. I made it for because nobody else would eat it. So, but I got
How did you?
enough for 4 because I'm a fat fuck.
But how many? How many? How did you cook it?
I cooked it in the oven. I cooked it. Well, first I cooked it. I made the oil hot in the cast iron,
Right.
and I put it down.
Oh, you
You
seared
know,
it.
you get
Yeah.
a little color going.
Yeah.
Then I put it in the oven.
Nice.
It was delicious, man. I really
I
liked that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Lamb is a very tasty treat.
That's
Tasty,
right.
tasty treat. But yeah, I grilled one of the turkeys and I fried the other. And
Jeez.
and by the end of Thanksgiving, it looks like I pushed both of those turkeys into a tank of piranhas.
They got torn apart, huh?
Yes, yes. And that's
I don't think I ever had that fried turkey.
change your life, man. Change. Yeah,
I
well,
ain't so cheap.
you of all people can tell the people I am surgical with the fryer, my man. And not just because I'm fat, because I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you make that corn with it?
No,
That delicious corn?
that's a summertime thing, man.
Oh, that's a summer dish.
Yeah, that's a summer dish. We don't.
You like the snobbiest food fuck ever. Like you don't make that in summer.
Yeah, but was it good?
It's delicious.
Yeah,
That's why I'm saying you should eat it all the time. It's good.
oh, okay. What would you try to do that? Would you try to deep fry some corn?
I mean, I don't have a deep fryer, so probably for a reason because I know subliminally that I'd end up killing myself if I had one by eating. I would just deep fry everything, you know.
No, you wouldn't. You'd get tired of it. And plus, the
I mean,
cleanup of a deep fryer is what keeps you away from it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you got to change that Earl.
Yeah, you got to change that oil. Oil gets everywhere. Then you're like, where do you? You can't just dump it down the drain. You know,
Yeah, you could. Don't listen to that myth. Dump it right down the fucking drain. Let
yeah.
them worry about it.
Oh, who the Roto-Rooter when they come in to
Yeah,
charge you
oof.
four grand to come and dig up your pipe? Ah,
$4,000.
yeah.
Nah, you get a fucking guy to come snake that bitch out for $179.99. Clean you right up. I tell you what, I've been thinking about getting this fucking. I think it's called a Blackstone.
Right. Oh
It's
yeah,
a.
I
It's
got one of
it,
those. Just the griddle.
you got it.
Yeah, I got one of those.
What is it called?
The Blackstone. It's a griddle.
A griddle. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's a big. You got a little one or a
I
big
got
one?
a tabletop one. I don't have the 36-inch one.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting the one that's the size of the barbecue.
Yeah, the 36-inch.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because I
Yeah,
need a
but
new
are you
grill.
making? But are you making that much stuff on the flat top?
I would cook everything on
Like
there.
what?
I would cook steaks on there. I would cook little chicken dishes with like fried rice. I'd cook eggs,
You
bacon.
know, you got to season that thing before you can use it.
I know. I didn't even get it yet. So chill the fuck out, bro. We'll get it. We'll talk about seasoning. You know,
Yeah,
I'll season it.
you got to season that thing. You got to get your utensils. You got to get your your
Your little fucking hibachi kit. Ding
yeah
ding ding ding.
your spatulas
In
and
there.
everything. You know,
I'll eat hibachi every night. I'll be cooking that shit. The fucking
you
make a
got to
little
get a
onion
nice.
tower.
You got to get and then but you're like a lazy you know you keep like what 2 tanks.
Keep a couple tanks around. Yeah.
Yeah, you know you got to get more tanks, man.
When would what kind of cooking would I do where I run out of 2 tanks at once?
What I'm scheming on right now, and they never go on sale. It's like the worst is a pellet grill, the wood pellet
Oh yeah,
smoker.
yeah. I heard about those on
Yeah,
Joe Rogan's
yeah.
podcast.
I'm scheming on the thing, but it's like you know how you always watching something, and I'm always
Yeah,
watching them, and it's like the price never budges, man. Even on Black Friday, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I was like, yo, let me just see that thing drop $100. Sold
how much is it?
700.
Shit, that's what I should ask my wife for a new barbecue for Christmas. I just bought her this fucking $600 hair dryer because I'm
And
a
why? And
fucking
but
asshole.
like, what makes it $600?
It's a Dyson Airwrap, and it has these little fucking connecting. Oh, I just farted like a motherfucker. Has these little pieces
Right.
that one they do curls, they do like regular, and then like a big curl, a little curl, and then you could blow yourself on the butt with it and dry your butthole. I don't know. Just don't ask me why. I don't fucking know why. Because you could go buy a hair dryer for fucking
Yeah,
$60,
that's
real
what I'm
nice.
saying. Yeah, that's why I
So
was
this
saying.
is a
Well,
Dyson, you know.
anything Dyson is going to cost you a lot of money. So,
Yeah. So she knows she's getting it, so I hope she likes it, and that's
oh,
all.
you told her that you were bestowing that upon her.
Yeah. Well, she told me like one day we were in the Starbucks drive-through, and she was like, "Get me this for Christmas," and I was like, "Yeah, just write it down. Let me know. Send me the link."
So wait a minute,
Uh,
wait a minute. This thing is like a. I'm looking at this thing. It's like one of those barrel things, and it has a
What?
bunch of attachments.
Yeah. It
It
looks
looks like a
more
like
like
a curling iron. That's what it looks
yeah.
like.
Yeah, it looks more like a curling iron than a blow dryer, but all those little attachments. You never seen like a Dyson fan? It's just a circle.
Yeah.
It don't. You know what I'm saying? It's same concept, same technology, but for a hair dryer.
And,
I don't
and
know.
this thing is $6.
Yeah, I paid $5.99 plus tax. Yeah,
You know,
you know.
but I couldn't get this for Mad because then I would have to choke her and until she turned colors because she would break it in like 3 seconds.
It's got a warranty on it too, so that you spend. I think Dyson's got like I don't know what the warranty is, but it's real good.
Yeah, I need that. You know what the kind of warranty I need on that? I need the kind of warranty that you have on that mattress, where it's like you break it, they just keep sending you one. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you got if that shit breaks, I will call them and throw a fit of epic proportions. Be like, you got to be fucking kidding me. This thing cost an arm and a leg. I want another one right now. I'll bring it to the fucking Dyson store and throw it on the counter. Be
Yo,
like,
listen,
fuck you.
listen to me.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I firmly believe you about that behavior because like I've had extensive conversation with your mother, and the things that she's told me about how she deals with, like, especially just dealing with the dudes when they're buying a car or something. I'm like, wow, they don't want to mess with
Yeah.
this lady. You've been taught well, grasshopper.
She's a pain. She's a pain in the ass. But I'm more strategic with my ass pains. Like I'll just go in there and just be like, no, let me speak to the manager. You're not going to return it for me. You're not going to give me a new one.
But this
I'm
is
going
what
to
I'm
talk to the
saying.
manager.
You had to be taught how to be a pain in the ass.
No, I just got sick of fucking getting taken advantage of.
Oh,
That's
okay.
really what it is. Like what? Just like you said, like what justifies this piece of shit being $600?
Right. It's the
No
name.
problem with
It's the name.
that's
It's the
that's
name.
fine. But I could go buy a piece of shit that's $60 that'll break too. But
Right.
I could just buy another $60 one.
Right.
I'm not spending $600 and having that bitch break. You better fucking come up off another one. Figure it out. Anyway, we're an hour and 5 minutes, 49 seconds into the Prime podcast.
Yes.
Episode 34, episode 33 will be up before you hear this. So I hope you enjoy. And that's it. What do you say?
I say peace.
Okay, bye.